we are back on Ballyspring. So after second cut, I thought what I thought was third cut isn't third cut, it's actually second cut. So we are flat out here now windrowing our second cut. So we seem to have gotten a good yield again. Will we get 90 bales? I don't think we will. Without saying that, we could only end up with 85, 86 bales. I'd imagine there will be a bit of a drop in yield. And again, 85, 86 bales isn't that bad, guys. It's pretty good for what we're at. So we're pretty happy so far. Oh, we went the wrong way. Bad habit of doing that. But yeah, we're just out here windrowing. We're flat to the board as best we can. So, as always, thanks very much for watching, guys, and tuning in today. It's going to be a bit of a slow one, not a slow one, but we're windrowing, and after this we have a pile of baling to do, so we're going to get cracking on that straight away as well. Now, for anybody in the market for a new channel, guys, a friend of mine is after starting one up. Party is the name. I will link it below in the description, and I think anybody watching should jump over there and definitely give it a watch. Highly entertaining content based on farm sim, starting a small kind of farm, and yeah, jump over there, give him a bit of support and a bit of love. I think it'll mean the world to him. Definitely worth a watch. Has me rolling around laughing. So with that infomercial out of the way, we'll jump straight back in, and as I say, things are going well. We've purchased the beet field below our pasture, so we finally own that. You can see the money is down to 9,000 euros, so it costs a small little penny, but as I say, worth doing because yeah, we will attempt, or we will try our best to do a beet harvest this year, all going well. I don't know how we're going to exactly work it out. As I say, we don't have any equipment for a beet harvest, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, I would imagine, going forward. But yeah, we'll see. We'll try our best, but I just don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be a pretty slow one, I think, if we do it. Well, it's not so much if we do it, we are doing it because we bought the field and it's full of beet. So if we don't do that, we will be it's just kind of a waste of the field. Really, we shouldn't have bought it then. So as I say, I think just for the sake of it, we will be doing it. We'll be leasing the equipment as we go, I will imagine. I don't think we'll be in a position to buy it, but again, stranger things have happened, guys. Stranger things have happened. So yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. We're going to whip across here, do our third headland. Gives us plenty of space then for turning afterwards. So it is all good, and I would say that was a windrow I pulled in there. So we're just going to now shut down, whip around. And I probably mentioned this before, but the reason we shut this one down is it tends to just catch the rows. Maybe they all do it, I'm not sure, but this windrower does, especially on the heavier rows. It tends to just catch the little bit of grass and flick it out, so it's easier for us then to shut off the windrower altogether rather than be dealing with us flicking out rows of grass into areas that we probably don't plan on travelling too hard with the baler afterwards. So yeah, that's what we are at, guys. So we just shut down, run over the rows we've done, and pull back in, and away we go again. So nice and simple, guys, nice and simple. So there's more information slowly being released on FS25. I now believe P's are officially confirmed, which looks pretty interesting. I think generally the excitement level is just slowly building for the game. The Giants do a good thing where they do their fact sheet Fridays and things like that, and they're releasing snippets of information all the time on the game, and it just kind of steadily builds the excitement or the anticipation for the new game. So they're doing a pretty good job. They've always done it, and they're doing it again for FS25, and it's working a treat. Nice to see peas in here, spinach is also in, I think green beans are in, so lots of new crops, which is nice. 3 new crops. I'd imagine we would get carrots, spinach, and not spinach, carrots, parsnips, and I think there's onions from premium DLC this time around, so they should be in the base game as well. So yeah, it's just steadily growing. Eventually we won't know what crops we want to be planting, so we're going to have to, we might diversify it a little bit in FS25 when it comes. Might look at doing a few different crops that we've never done before. Maybe do a solely root crop series, and that could be something worth the challenge. But again, we might need people on with us to do that, because I think tackling root crops on your own, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, probably might question one's sanity maybe after attempting that. It would be a fair challenge. So yeah, we'll see how that one plays out, guys. We are flying through the fields here with the windrower, which is fantastic. So we're just going to whip in here, and that should leave a little bit there which the baler should pick up itself. And that is sweet as nuts. We have 2 more fields left to do, and we are good on that one then, guys. We should be pretty, should we leave it folded down, we'll see, can we squeeze in the gap? Can be hit and miss. No, we'll get in this one nicely. So we're just going to shut her back on, get in here, lower down, and away we go again. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We have a little bit left, as I say, with this field, and we've the far off field at the back of the farm. And that is us then, guys, ready to go baling. So, as I say, it's kind of a second cut part of the year. It's just kind of quieting down a little bit. Our wheat harvest will be upon us soon enough, and our cows that we sold the last time, we were after getting the numbers under control. Well, I say under control, they're still crazy high, especially in the sheep and goat. The cows, I think, are at 49 or something like that, so we'll be breaking 50 again pretty soon. So we're going to need all the grass we can get, really. So we're just going to have to start stockpiling. We'll get to the stage with what land we have, we probably will have to stop doing silage. So in order to keep that a priority as well, we probably will look at picking up more grassland in the future. But I do think a second arable field was no harm, and it will give us diversity in our crops throughout seasons for selling and stuff. And when I think about it as well, actually, because we still have our field beans, I think it was, from last year's harvest. So we haven't sold them yet, so that's all still to be sold as well. So that's another 20 grand in the bank at some stage whenever we get around to selling them. I think it's the end of June, start of July, we'll be throwing on the trailer and getting out there, getting that done. Amongst other things we'll probably be doing on the farm, and probably at that time of the year we'll be probably fertilizing our grass fields. I'd imagine we'll be out spreading more slurry. And also when we get into June, August, we should be then looking at our wheat harvest. So it'll be interesting to see what we pull in off that. And I think the wheat then is sold in December/January. So that's kind of our plan for the year going ahead. We probably we'll see how we go. We might get one more year out of it after this year. We'll just have to see. But as I say, once FS25 comes out, obviously it will be lacking heavily in mods and stuff, but we will jump on it, we will test out the new features. It's probably better to do that when there is no mods there that change the gameplay, so we'll see what the standard game is bringing to the table, and if we like it or we don't. Well, I'm pretty safe to say I probably will like it. I can't see me not liking it. So yeah. So we're going to do again a third headland here, but just because I think it will make our lives a little bit easier, even though this is a smaller field, but still, it's all about making life as easy as we can, guys. So we're going to belt on, we're just going to crack on, get all this done. It's just plenty wind rowing, not too much else really happening on the farm. It's kind of, I won't say it's slow, but we're into that time of the year where it's kind of in between harvests, just doing our second cut. Cows are surviving away out in the grass field, so there's not much to do in the yard. And I didn't do a third headland here, but sure, look, what about it? We'll drive on. And yeah, we'll be back here in a bit, and we'll be square baling, and again we'll decide what we're going to do in terms of wrapping silage and all that good stuff. Probably when we're out in the field baling, because you know, plans change and we're not the best at sticking to what we decided we'd do. So with that, guys, I'll see you here in a second. It'll be a couple of minutes for myself, but yeah, we'll be back here in a jiffy, and yeah, don't go anywhere. And we are back, guys. So we are baling, and we've just begun, and we are in the field back off the farm. So we'll get these couple done, and we'll shoot off down to the other side of the farm, and then we've the real hilly field. We might just call it the hill, or rollover. We could call that field rollover, because that's where we've turned the tractor over before in this game. So that was an interesting start, and I nearly forgot to, I think it's K is the button, reset the bale counter, and we are off again, guys. So we had 614 bales gone through this baler. So I tell you, we've done a fair bit of baling with this thing. So we'll just jump out here as we get to the corner, because sometimes the corners can be a little bit tricky. You don't want to be leaving too much behind, you don't want to have to be coming back or anything like that. So you can see this was one of my windrower mishaps, I think, where we didn't, we hit the raise button instead of the shut off button, and that's what happens there. So yeah, so that's where we tend to shut the windrower off, to just avoid that kind of stuff happening, because that's just going to be an extra loop or an extra lap that we're going to have to try and put in. So I think we've spat out one bale so far, maybe 2 out. So we are flying, guys, off to a great start. 2 bales out, easy. So you'd have to wonder what our bale count will be. Will it be in the high 80s? Will it be 90 again? I'm not sure myself. Don't think it'll be 90 again. I'd be pleasantly surprised and shocked if we do hit 90 bales. I personally think we'll be more looking at 85, 86. I do think we'll see a slight drop, but I'm hoping to be proved wrong. So yeah, we'll just have to see as the baling unfolds, but for now I think 20 was what we got off this field last time, so it'll be interesting to see what we get again off this one. Do we get full 20? We'll just have to see, guys, we'll just have to see. So our first pasture is recovering nicely. We still have no cows in it, and we still have a nice pile of manure there on the farm. So we'll be using that on our wheat field once it's done, and who knows, we might even get a bit of manure out on the new arbor field we picked up, which is currently in beet. But for now, we definitely won't be doing it now. Oh, right on a bale. Exactly what we wanted. Always seems to happen. Does it happen to you guys when you're baling? You just seem to leave a bale right on the windrow of the next row, or it just always seems to be a bale just falls and you go, it's going to be a problem. It's not always, but I suppose the law of averages is bound to happen when you're dropping 614 bales down. You're bound to get a few that are just in a bad spot. I don't think I've ever bailed and not had one that was in like a real tricky spot or something like that, so it's just interesting. I don't know, something I've noticed as we play. But the wheat there to our left looking pretty good. The field in the top right corner there, we removed the HUD for a bit. That field that we'll be seeing here now again in a split second, that is linseed. So interesting. We yet to plant linseed ourselves or do anything with it. I have another saves and stuff, but not with this one. So that is what linseed looks like, and we'll swing the camera around so we can all see it. Looks nice and pretty, doesn't it? Nice kind of purpley flower to it. It is definitely an interesting crop. We'll snap her into reverse, try and start turning the baler. Oh, we might even be able to actually do that. That might work out pretty well. Oh, wrong way. And we might be able to duck back down onto this one. I think we have. try and get somewhat center again, something like that. We're all over this. We are all over this. But yeah, we're just at it. We're baling. That's about as exciting as it's going to get today, guys. Windrowing and baling. Nothing too fancy, but on the next one we will be back out with the tanker again, tanking hard and fast. Cows will keep producing milk, and I think actually our quantity, or I've definitely seen a reduction in the sale price of what we're selling, so that would tell me that we're probably in amongst the calving period again, which is good. It means there will be new animals on the farm, which is what we want. The more cows we can make, obviously it increases our workload throughout the year, and especially over the winter with feeding and mucking out and all that stuff. But for the most part it's worth it, because the money we're making is pretty good. I think if we had another 2-3 seasons on this, we'd probably have our loan wiped, and we'd probably be looking at buying brand new equipment rather than using the used section of the shop, which would be a nice thing to do, but I don't think we'll get the time to do it, guys. So it's just unfortunate, but I think that's the trajectory trajectory we're heading on. Would be to probably 3 years time be debt free, have a load of land, and be looking at either taking out money to upgrade equipment, or maybe diversifying the fruits and crops we grow on the farm. But yeah, we're not there just yet. Definitely another year or two of I won't say slogging, but of being kind of mindful and wary of what we're buying, what we're spending our money on, making sure we pick up the right equipment that will see us and last us for a couple of seasons. That's what it's all about. So, and this Massey has been probably the best investment we've picked up so far, I think, on this save. The only new equipment we've bought is the Merlot, and I think that was one that, after our efforts with the noisiest loader in the world, yeah, we just wanted to treat ourselves. We picked up a used JCB, which we discovered mucking out the cows. It was just a little bit light on the back, and she tended to want to flick forward with a full bucket of manure, and I wasn't prepared to buy a smaller bucket, so because I think the next one down will be about 3,000 litres, and that's just, it's alright, but it's just a little bit slow when you're mucking out 15-20,000 litres when it's a lot of in and out of sheds. So that's where we went with the Merlot, guys, and it has proven to be a pretty useful wagon so far. So we won't complain, we will not complain. I get the feeling that this year our bale shed will be pretty full, because we'll have to find a section for straw. Now we might leave one row right at the end that we'll just throw straw into, but because of the way we did the loading of the first load of silage, it's probably going to catch me out now, and either I change it now, and I probably should change it now, on the next run of silage, and just make it a little bit more user friendly. I need to turn all the bales 90 degrees, stack them in properly, and start putting them up 4 and 5 high where we need to, or where we can. So we'll be maximising our space then in the shed, so that is something we need to spend a little bit of time at some stage, but we'll see if we get a chance. We will try and do it, but it's just going to be one of those days where it's just going to be a slow slog to get things organised. I think we were in such a panic to get first cut in that yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that, so that's going to, it's just going to slow us down a little bit at some stage, but it'll probably have to happen before we collect these bales, because yeah, can't afford to do that again. We'll just ruin the feng shui of the shed. Here you go. Here's some nice terminology. Something to note as well I only just realised this. There is a specific mud mod for Ballyspring. I had the mud system enabled, but that worked in terms of when it rained in the fields I would get mud and get stuck. But there's actually a specific mud mod where mud will spawn around the map in areas. So we've enabled that now, so we're going to run with that for a while and see what it's like. If it's a bit too much, we'll take it out again. But for now, I think it's okay. The roads have been splashes of mud in them and stuff, and we haven't really hit. I think the cow pastures are the ones with the most mud, which would make sense because again, you have animals in there and it's making a bit of a mess and whatever. So that would be kind of fairly accurate. So we're happy to run with that side of it. But, yeah, we're just bailing as that's slow going, guys. Slow going. How many bales are we up to, I wonder? Ooh, we've 17 done so far. Ooh, this will be interesting. If we get 21 or 20, we get 21 or 22 off this. Thought it was 20, but it could be 22 we got maybe. We'll have to see, but we're spitting them out fast and hard here, guys. Maybe it was 20 off the rollover field. Maybe that's what it was. Can't remember. Thought this field produced 20 as well, but I could be wrong. We'll just swing around and we're going to try and come down this one, and that's not a bad effort. So I'm hoping we get all the baling done today, and that will bring us into the middle of June with a little bit of collecting to do, and we can more or less straight away start applying slurry as well. Again, there's probably no immediate pressure on us to get the slurry out, so we might actually finish the baling, sort our shed out, collect the bales, and then be back with slurry. It's probably the way to do it. And the reason the bale shed is a mess is because I use the autoloader. Not going to lie to you guys, I use the autoloader. Need to get back into the habit of manually stacking my bales in sheds. Just sometimes when you have it, it's just a little bit easy. Yeah, it tends to be the way it goes, especially when you're baling 90 bales in a session. That's a lot of stacking. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We might try it. But you're going to be we're going to be embarrassed for me, I suppose, the ratio, but for my ability to stack bales. So it's just a skill we need to work a little bit harder on. Yeah, there's no excuse for not being able to do it. We should. So we will try our best. We will try our best. So we're going to bait on here, guys. This is taking an absolute age. I was hoping, well, no, we will. We'll finish this field. We'll see how many bales we get from this one, and then you can guess in the comments, guys, as to what we'll produce. Just bear in mind, first cut was 90 bales, so don't throw in a comment of 260 because we might not be close. But yeah, we're tipping away. We're getting it done. That's all we can ask for. What are we on at the moment? 20. So yeah, I'd say 23 might be the number for this field. Well, I think it was 22 now that I think about it, and it's kind of matching this. So if we can keep that up, we could be on for another 90 sessions. Have a guess. I personally think 86, 87. That's my figure. I think we will drop a little bit of yield. I would expect this because the lime levels would have dropped, and nitrogen might be the exact same, or being the exact ideal conditions that it was for first cut. Although it should be pretty close. I think we did a good enough job on that. We'll shut that down. We'll unload those two. Enable this again in here, and we had 23 bales off that field. So yeah, I'm not sure if we end up with more than 90. I don't think we should, but if we do, it's going to be a little weird. I would have expected first cut to be the best one. Yeah, we'll see, guys. So I'm going to bait on, we're going to get this done, and yeah, we'll see how we go into the coming week. We might run out of time on a Thursday video, but we'll see. Yeah, it might not be a Ballyspring video on Thursday if we don't get enough time to get in here and get all that stuff that we want to get done. So yeah, we'll see what becomes of that. Yeah, but not much more to say on that one. Other than I hope we get it done, but if we don't be alarmed. It might just be a case of we are busy and we didn't get around to it. So we need to kind of get back on top of our schedule. With lots going on at the moment, so it's kind of hard. But it'll quieten down some stage. So guys, until that time, be it Thursday or be it Saturday, I will see you soon enough in the future. And as always, thanks very much for watching, guys, and be sure to jump over to Parksy. Again, I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below, and be sure to jump over there and yeah, just give it a watch. I don't think you'll regret it. It's a different style to my own, and I'm enjoying it, so I can't see why anybody else wouldn't. So yeah, be sure to jump over, give it a like, and until next time, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching, and see you all again. Take care.